All right. Hey, explorers. It is me, Keita. I'm here today on a different experience. AFAR Magazine sent me an email at the end of April saying they had an article about recreating a day in Paris, like a full itinerary. I'm not going to do the full itinerary, but I thought it would be interesting to start off with breakfast, Parisian style. If you've ever been to Paris, there are bakeries everywhere. They enjoy their baked goods, their croissants, their cinnamon rolls, all the wonderful pastries. I had pastries at the hotel, a bakery, and my most fond memory is on the Black Paris tour, which sold me on Paris. Aujourd'hui, on va. I don't know how to say make, but we're going to make some cinnamon rolls, cardamom cinnamon rolls. Let's get to it. Here's the milk. Here it is, the yeast. Yeast. Pour this in. Pour it in the yeast, and I'm going to take this whisk and whisk it up. Going to set my timer here for 10 to 15 minutes. I'll set it for 10 minutes. All right. Now that your milk and yeast mixture is ready, you're going to add 1 egg, an egg yolk, removing the egg white, 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour, a 1/2 cup of sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of ground cardamom, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. And as you see here, I didn't have kosher salt, so I used a little less of regular salt. So once you get this all together, you're going to mix this up. If you have a dough hook for your mixer, that'll make it easier. If not, you have to do it the old-fashioned way like me. I tried to use gloves so I wouldn't mess up my nails, but that didn't work out. You'll see me take them off. As you mix it together, you're going to add 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter until you use 6. After you get the 6th one in there, you're going to mix it for about 10 to 15 minutes until the dough is shiny. Once done, you'll put it in a bowl to let rise. Once you transfer it to the bowl, you're going to cover it with plastic wrap and then a kitchen towel to let it sit at room temperature for 1 to 1.5 hours. All right, we have let this sit for about 1 hour and 15 minutes. So now I'm going to punch down the dough and then wrap it tightly to sit in the fridge to chill overnight for slow proof. Okay, so I made it back to the kitchen. Yes, I have on the same outfit because I only put it on last night for the video, so it's cool. But we're back in the kitchen to start with the rest of the process for the cinnamon buns. So let's see what's up next. So now it's time to make the filling for the cinnamon cardamom buns. You will need 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter at room temperature, 3 tablespoons of ground cinnamon, 1.5 cups of brown sugar, and you're going to mix that together. I tried to use a spoon, but you'll see that I used a mixer instead to make it easier. All right, so now you're going to get ready to roll out your dough. To do this, you're going to get a piece of parchment paper and lightly flour it. And then you want to also make sure it is the right size. Mine was bigger than what's required because you want to roll out your dough to a 1/4 inch thick rectangle to about 16 by 12 inches. So make sure you're aware of your measurements, and it might get a little messy here with this flour and rolling out the dough, but you'll see. I didn't get the exact measurements. I did check with a ruler to make sure I was close. I was close enough. So after I finished rolling it out, I covered it up with plastic wrap and put it back in the fridge to chill it for 30 minutes to 1 hour. So the mixture you made earlier, you're going to take that and cover 2/3 of the dough with that mixture. Then you're going to take the side where there isn't any dough and fold it over the middle, and then take the other side and fold it over as if you were folding an envelope. Then you're going to roll the dough out into about a 12 by 8 rectangle until it's about a 1/2 inch thick, and then slice the dough into about 8 1-inch thick strips. I've tried to use a ruler here to get it as close as possible, but I wasn't perfect, of course. Then you're going to take each strip and you're going to spiral it and twist it up until you get a long enough piece of dough. Then you're going to wrap it around your fingers by pinching one end of the dough with your index finger and thumb, and you're going to wrap the dough around twice around those fingers, and then take the back of that and twirl it around the front of your 2 fingers. All right, so now I have all of my buns all rolled out in here on the cooking sheet. And so now I'm going to cover it with plastic wrap and let it rise at room temperature for 45 to 60 minutes. All right, now it's time to bake. You're gonna put it into the oven for 25 to 30 minutes on 325 degrees Fahrenheit, rotating the pan halfway. All right, it's time to take it out the oven. To get all of my Parisian vibes, you know, when I went on the Black Paris tour and a lot of places while in Paris, I had croissants, some type of pastry, water, orange juice, and coffee. So I'm making coffee to go with my cinnamon cardamom buns. Time to get my seat with my coffee and my bun next to the Eiffel Tower and the French flag. It's cooled down some. I must say it did not rise that much. It did spread out, whatever. So I definitely need to get me a thermometer so I know when the milk is the right temperature to really activate the yeast. But it looks good. I also put way too much of the mixture, which I complained about while I was making it, but I put way too much mixture in here. If you notice, all of that excess mixture like rolled out in the pan. But and you see there's some on the bottom here, but let's see how it tastes. A lot of excess mixture at the bottom. A lot. That excess mixture makes it really thick, but other than that, it is really good. So as you see, I brought a little bit of patty to my kitchen. Très bien. Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much for watching. I will leave the link to the recipe down below that I got from AFAR Magazine. I'll leave it to the article as well as AFAR Magazine if you want to recreate an entire day in Paris. I'll continue practicing my French. Maybe I could have did some more. But right now, or should I say maintenant, je vais manger. Moi, I don't know how to say that. But again, merci beaucoup. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day or night wherever in the world you are. Bonsoir.